Hi, my name is Lembicha. I am currently enrolled with the Doctor of Nursing program at Gonzaga University. The goal of this video is to present a chronic pain management policy proposal to the President of the United States and members of Congress. No one will argue the fact that this country is undergoing a challenging epidemic which is equivalent to that posed by HIV in the 1980s. It is very hard to show a blind eye to this um, current epidemic if you are someone who care about the health of others. More Americans are dying every day from opioid drug overdose than are dying from HIV/AIDS and traffic accidents. Recent data shows that 142 Americans die every day from opioid drug overdose, and more than 560,000 Americans have died from 1999 to 2015. The root causes of the opioid epidemic include not only overprescribing of opioid pain relievers, but also an interplay of economic stress, social isolation, and systemic pressures on the healthcare system to address patients' complex physical and mental needs with a lack of the appropriate tools and incentives to do so. Unfortunately, many policy solutions have focused solely on overprescribing of opioid pain relievers and have failed to address any of the underlying causes of the epidemic. In order to effectively solve this opioid crisis, the response must be different in many ways than the response this country has ever used in previous drug-related crises, which relies on blaming, shaming, and punishing those most impacted. It is important to point out that although we all know that opioid overdose is an epidemic, this haven't had an this country has never had an appropriate public health response yet. This must change. Reducing loss of lives to overdose requires an evidence-based, equity-focused, well-funded and coordinated response. My suggestions or proposals for improving and refocusing the response to this complex public health crisis include the following. Although chronic pain affects millions of Americans resulting from other medical and mental health conditions, opioid therapy is indispensable for the treatment of severe cancer and HIV/AIDS pain and is invaluable for palliative care. So, because of higher risk of harm, it is important that providers are motivated, educated to use other interventions and not the routine or first line use of opioid therapy for chronic pain. Evidence shows that most physicians receive little training in evidence-based pain management, and only some states require them to remain abreast of the latest evidence. In order to reduce this knowledge gap, state licensing boards should require that all physicians receive training in evidence-based opioid prescribing, which is not funded by pharmaceutical companies but by neutral entities. Also, insurance should therefore remove prior authorizations requirements for medications assisted treatment and should also cover Narcan. Federal and state laws should make it easy for practitioners to prescribe medications to treat opioid use disorders than the medications known to cause it. Finally, a dramatic increase in funding for the development of non-opioid treatment for both acute and chronic pain is desperately needed in this country. Thank you for listening.